Welcome back, friends. Today is a very exciting day for us here on the Manor Family Homestead. As you can see behind me, we have a sawmill. We got this sawmill from a friend of mine. It's probably been about 6 weeks ago now. And then I got sick and wasn't able to set it up, but we're finally to the point where we can set it up. It's a Harbor Freight sawmill. It's Timber Tuff is the brand. The friend of mine, actually, he's had it for several years and just don't have time to mess with it anymore, and he offered it to me for a price I couldn't refuse. So he's actually taken very good care of it too. The rails that you see are 20 feet. So he got, whenever he bought it, it came with shorter rails, and you could only do like a 10-foot log or something like that, and he wanted to do 16 foot. So he actually went to a metal shop and got some 20-foot sticks of angle iron. I think this is 3-inch angle iron, if I'm not mistaken, and rebuild it to where he can do a 16-foot log without any problem on there. So actually a little bit longer, but yeah. So today we're going to be setting that up. I've already got my 6x6 poles. I cut up some 6x6s and got them leveled out the best that I could here. And we're going to transfer the track over onto those and go ahead and get the final leveling done on it, and then we'll bring the mill out from the barn and set it up. So thanks for joining us. So we're going to try to see if we can pull it off of here by hand and get it onto the blocks. So let's just see. Oh, hold on, it's hanging up on these bolts. Okay, ready? Go. Okay. All right, hold on one sec. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Okay, sit it down. No, we gotta keep going. Ready? Don't let it smash your hand now, okay? Okay, we're gonna go this slow, okay? We don't want it falling off the trailer. Okay, let me pull the tractor under it and hold it. I'll pull out from under it, and then we'll finish sliding it. I like it. Can't beat that. Now, once we start using this, I'm sure we'll have to level it up again. Where is that at? Let's see. So this one. Tell you what, I'm so glad we got forks for this tractor. I know I've said it several times before, but the cab was the greatest investment we ever made on this tractor. The second greatest were those forks. They have come in handy on so many things. Let's see if I can do this gently here. Try that. I'm going to lower it down slowly. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just see if I can slide it this way. But I don't want you to get your fingers hung up, okay? So let me let it down just a little bit. Yep, all right. Are we on?
Yeah.
Here, let me look. Just make sure here.
Oh, no.
Yep, it's all right. Let's pick it up. There we go.
Right here.
That's seated. And that's seated. There we are. That's okay. You can just leave it. We're not doing it right yet. Fantastic. All right, let me back the tractor out of the way. Just leave it there, okay? All right, I'm gonna back the tractor up, guys. Man, this thing is so easy to set up. I'm sure it had assembly whenever it was brand new, but man, this was a breeze. All we had to do was make sure these little wheels lined up on the angle iron, and there's 4 of them. And that's it. Put the water container here with the valve that'll help keep the blade cool. But oh, I forgot I gotta move that. Yeah, this thing glides easily. We'll go ahead and throw some oil on these wheels and make sure everything's greased up. And of course, we're gonna have to start it up and try it out. We can't set this thing up and not try it. I'm just doing water in here right now. Once we get the sawing, we'll mix in some Dawn dish soap with it, because I've heard that actually helps lubricate the blade. All right. So this is what the inside looks like. So you got your pulley that comes off the motor, and it's got a belt that drives one of these flywheels, and then the bandsaw blade goes around that one and this one, and that's how it cuts. It's really cool. This here's a nice hickory log that I've had for about a year, and I got it from one of our job sites. The guy was cutting it down and it had died, and I'm like, man, one day I was hoping to get a sawmill, or at least a chainsaw mill, and I wanted to cut it up and see what it would look like, because it looked like it was pretty wood. And I figured if all else fails, I would use it for cooking wood on my smoker, because hickory is good smoking wood. So I don't have any log turners like the lumberjack deals yet, so we're not going to be doing anything major yet, but I did want to fire this thing up and at least saw through this and see how it works and what this wood looks like. Alright, let's see if we can figure this thing out. Let's see, choke, that's on slow. Dump a little water on it here. Look at that. Wow. Man, that is gorgeous. So is it a wood miser? Of course not. But it's going to do everything that I will ever need to do. I don't intend on getting into anything professional as far as sawmilling at the moment. Maybe years down the road or something we'll look at it, but I'm more of a hobbyist at doing this and cutting lumber for my own farm here, and wood projects for the kids and that sort of thing. So in the future, in the not too distant future, I plan on restarting up our Etsy shop. So years ago, I did blacksmithing and made little trinkets and knives and that sort of thing and sold them on our Etsy shop and did pretty good at it. But then I just ran out of time. We built our house and started building our farm, and I didn't have time to mess with it anymore. So eventually I'm going to teach my kids how to do it. But in addition to that, my girls are going to do like candle making and sewing and a lot of cool projects, and it'll be their way of making money. And my boys are wanting to do woodworking, so they'll be making projects, and we're going to open up our shop, and that way they've got an avenue to sell their stuff and make a little income for them. So that's in the future, probably a year or so down the road, but we're excited to have the sawmill to be able to help out with some of those projects. Well, I think I'm going to run up and grab a tarp and throw over it for tonight. I may end up keeping the sawmill part, the motor, in the barn until I can get an overhang built out here permanently, just to keep it out of the weather. But I do have a nice vinyl tarp that I'm going to throw over it for now. to protect it. It's in a great spot, man. This is midday and it's all in the shade. Nice under these trees back here. Plenty of room to work around it. So once we figure out this is where we want it permanently, we'll probably pour a slab out here as well to sit it on and get it off of these 6x6s. So that's going to do it for this time. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.